Pontiac vibe. We're gonna replace the driver's side door actuator today. This is my first video on this channel, so we'll see how it goes. So I don't know what tools I'm going to need. I do have my multi screwdriver. It's flat and Phillips, both sides flips around. I did grab a socket set and then my multi various pieces. So we'll see. Hopefully there's enough, but if not, we'll go find more. So here's the door. First thing we're gonna have to do is remove the screws to get this door panel off. We've got one right here behind that panel. We've got one down in there, one there that's already been removed, and who knows, there might be some more. If I find them, I'll show you. There don't appear to be any screws under here, but we'll see what it may need or not need. We've got one coming out right now, and then again we'll pull that one out. So that was all the screws. We're going to disconnect the one wire here from the lock, and then we'll work the actuator, which is right here, and it's going to be those 3 screws. Looks like the Torx screws, and hopefully I've got that fitting. So we're going to take this off now. I've seen other videos for other cars that they take the lock panel off, but that looks like a lot of work, so we're going to try removing that. So we're gonna have to slide this off so that we can disconnect these 2 wires, which are feeding down to the actuator, which are going to get removed as well. This, for the car, it just slides right out, and then you can see that the knobs, and then they're hooked, and one's a hook and one's a ball. So we're gonna slide them out just like that, and go ahead and slide that one out. See how it's hooked? Well, we'll get back to it, but we're going to remove that.
Look at that thing.
So to facilitate, and this we're already missing, some of the cars are going to have a plastic sheet all the way around here. This car, it's been removed. We're going to take this panel off with the screwdriver, just to make easy access, because these cables are not easy to pull on and off. Then again, we're going to go start taking the Torx. Getting situated for this, looks like it's going to be the T30 that goes in here to take this off. The panel's coming off, and you can see they're clipped. So the green is on the bottom, pop that off. The white is on the top, pop that off. And now the actuator is coming out next. So that was easy, disconnected. We're gonna work on disconnecting this little harness right now, and then the actuator looks like it's gonna slide right out. So it did slide right off, but we're going to remove this panel to give us some more room to work in there. We may have to remove this screw to give us some space as well. Ended up not needing to take the panel off, but this one I had to kind of turn it hard like this, and it got around, but you can see in there is a piece of the window that makes it a little bit difficult to get out. So now we're going to disconnect these 2 pieces from here. We're going to put them on the new actuator and then put the new actuator in. The old one, the new one, this popped right off and just slid right in. And then this, we're going to figure this one out. I think we're going to have to pop this cover, and we'll take the cover off and then we'll show it to you with the cover off. So that did just pop open. It was a little bit hard. This one is hooked, so we're going to unhook it from the thing, and then we're going to swap it over to the new one. So note when you're putting it back on that you get the groove of this piece put back right there. And this was great filming, but this was just a little like almost an L-shaped thing, and it slid under. It's not actually a hook like up here. So now we're going to close this cover. It's going to take a little bit of force to open it, but just close it. And now we're going to reverse, put it back in, bolt it up, show you when it's done. One thing to note, I don't know if I can show you, but there's a bar right here that's coming from the outer lock, and it's got a slide in there. I didn't realize when we took it apart. I'm hoping that could have been the problem with this one, why it didn't work at all, but it is connected now, so we'll see. So for that, taking the bottom panel off was helpful to get it back in, not so much to get it out. Now we're going to reattach these. Remember, the white was on top. It's going to slide in once it's attached. We'll put the 2 cover panels back on after that, and then the main panel. All right, we'll put that back on. We're going to put the covers on. We'll show it at the end. one thing, don't forget to plug this back in. If you don't plug it in, it isn't gonna work. So putting this back on is a little bit challenging. This can push, and if it's not pulled, push. If it's not pulled back out and locked in place, it won't slide back on. So see how it's now pulled out and locked? Now it's gonna slide on. So I had taken this off, but I'm gonna slide it back in and then put it all back together. So it is all back together. I'm trying to get this secure, but signing off. The door lock did work. However, we think we have a valet key, so the door doesn't actually unlock from the outside, nor does the key unlock any of the doors. So calling GM tomorrow to see about a different key. We'll get this sealed up, good to go. Have a good one, bye.